Disclaimer, this is not an argument or debate about who deserves to be in Smash. Everyone is entitled to their own requests and opinions. This is merely an analysis on why these arguments are happening in the first place. Enjoy.
What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here, and my last Super Smash Bros. Video did really well, so I figured I'd give this another shot. If you enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, helps out a lot. So this video is going to be about the speculation of characters coming to Smash as DLC, whether it be part of the Fighter's Pass or the future DLC coming later on. But the speculation is no longer about discussing who's going to be in. It's now moved on to arguing about who should be in. And recently with the inclusion of Terry, the arguments have been around the inclusion of quote-unquote anime characters, sword fighters included. So I figured this would be a really fun topic for me to talk about since I'm on both sides of it. On one hand, I do want more goofy and bouncy cartoon creative characters like Crash Bandicoot and Rayman, but on the other hand, I do want more quote-unquote anime characters like Jin Kazama or Heihachi from Tekken, or Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to take sides in this argument, I want to be a peacemaker and create understanding. I'm going to help the people who want these quote-unquote anime characters figure out why people are so angry about those characters being in, but I'm also going to make people who don't want those quote-unquote anime characters in figure out why other people do and why it's so important to them. So let's dive right in. Let's start off with why people potentially have a problem with these anime characters. Now, this is all just speculation. This is what I figure is going through the minds of people when they think about these characters. I'm not stating this is how everyone feels about them. I mean, who knows, one of these anime guys may have stole someone's bike, or kicked over their lemonade stand. What a monster. Anyways, one problem I can see is that they all look similar, not in terms of physical appearance. They of course all have different hair color, eye color, different clothing, etc. What I mean is, they're all shaped like humans, like us, when it comes to their anatomy, and as such they have human reach and very human animations for their attacks. Now obviously Smash isn't realistic in any sort of way, but their animations are still somewhat within the realm of possibility, something we could possibly do. Kinda like how Disney's Tarzan isn't realistic at all, but is only animated in ways that are physically possible. Anyways, where I'm going with this is that because there's only so many things you can do with that, and because of this, it makes a lot of the anime characters, specifically the sword fighters, look very similar in their gameplay style. Before Hero was even released, people were already able to figure out a matching animation for all of his sword attacks that already existed in the game. And when you combine that with neutral special fire, side special lightning, and up special wind, with a meter that controls it all like Robin, you can see how people start to get aggravated or bored about the whole thing. And heck, some of these top requested anime characters actually do look the same, like Dante, Raiden from Metal Gear, 2B, Sephiroth. They're all dark color wearing swordsmen with white hair. Heck, if Dante and 2B make it in, people who don't know them will assume they're alts of each other at first glance. But for people who agree with what I just said and don't want any of those characters in, you have to understand that no matter how similar they look or maybe how similar they fight, they're all different characters at heart. Raiden couldn't be more different from 2B. Raiden is an extremely fun character, and I haven't played 2B's game yet, so I can't say anything about her, but when it comes to Sephiroth, he's a cold and dark villain. Then there's Dante, the stylish cool guy with a gun, sword, and powered up mode called Devil Trigger. And okay, I can see how that's actually very similar to Joker. But despite all that, whether you've played their games or not, they all come from games that are very near and dear to people, and games that couldn't be more different from each other. Sephiroth comes from a turn-based RPG, Raiden comes from Metal Gear, which as you know is a stealth series, 2B and Dante come from hack-and-slash action-adventure games. And even then, from what I hear, 2B's action-adventure hack-and-slash game is full of different genres. So to the people who have issues with anime characters, despite how they all may have a similar aesthetic or may fight similarly, you cannot strip away who they are as characters and what they mean to people. If you do, you're just as bad as the people who say Crash can only spin, or can only pick stuff from the Legends and Origins games when thinking of Rayman's moveset. Yeah, that still bugs me. Crash and Rayman have so much, come on people. Alright, now back to the anime guys. I do think you guys will have to draw the line somewhere, have some empathy, and look at how the Fighter Pass appears so far. You've got anime, cartoon with Banjo, anime, and then if the last one ends up anime, yeah. Let's turn this whole aesthetic and appearance thing on its head to sort of give these anime people a viewpoint at why other people have an issue. Let's say the fighter's pass was Master Chief, Doom Guy, Scorpion, Soap McTavish from Call of Duty, and Trevor from GTA. Don't lie to yourself, you would in fact complain that, why are all the DLC fighters dark, gritty gun guys? Even though they're not all gun guys, they couldn't be more different in terms of personality, and they couldn't be more different in terms of how their games are. Just like the anime characters I listed earlier. I'm sure lots of you out there do want Scorpion or Doom Guy or someone like that, but imagine how you'd feel if the entire past looked like them. Well, unfortunately, the entire past looks like Marth to some people too, so you just have to see it from their point of view. I made a rhyme. Alrighty, but now back to the cartoon guys. See, not taking sides. Just like how you don't know characters like Dante or Hero or never grew up with them, people have also never heard of or grew up with your characters either. Smash was a Nintendo exclusive, and as such, people who have played Nintendo their entire lives have grown up with the series. Lots of the big cartoony characters who deserve to be added in Smash now don't exactly have that Nintendo history, or history with people who grew up with Nintendo. Crash and Rayman didn't make it big on Nintendo until recently, Rayman with the Origins and Legends series and Crash with his remakes. They've both been on Nintendo long before that, but people didn't really care until now. Why else do you think Banjo got in first, despite not being nearly as successful or historically important as Crash and Spyro? It's because Banjo did have that relationship with Nintendo in the past, where he grew up with people who wanted to see his return. Crash and Spyro did not. That all happened on the PlayStation side of things. Now, there are characters who don't have a place in video game history and are just one-hit wonders, like 2B. And I don't have a response for that. The same thing actually happened with Joker. Whenever I think of Persona, or whenever anyone does, Yu Narukami was usually the first character that comes into mind. The protagonist from Persona 4. But because Persona 5 was the hot new one on the block, Joker ended up in instead. It'd be like if they added in Noctis instead of Cloud for the Final Fantasy rep. But either way, despite that little unanswered bump at the end, I hope both sides see my point. People need to stop complaining about quote-unquote anime characters in Smash, and people need to stop complaining about people complaining about quote-unquote anime characters in Smash, because there is a place that they're coming from. You just have to see it from their point of view too. It's not just a ew weebs thing. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am very terrified talking about Smash character speculation drama, and give this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Leopold the Brave, out.